In exactly a month, it will be 2 years of relentless bloodshed in Gaza. The war stands at a dangerous point, where the Israeli Prime Minister has announced a fresh offensive.
Gaza City is part of our effort to complete the crushing of the Iranian Axis chokehold.
Residents have been asked to evacuate from cities again with no place to go.
The only safe place left would be to throw ourselves into the sea, and maybe even that wouldn't be a safe zone.
Hostages are still trapped in Gaza, and options for the region's mediators are shrinking. At a time like this, the Israeli Supreme Court has come out with the rare ruling, something that could become the strongest pressure point domestically. And there isn't only one. Remember, there's domestic politics, battlefield moves, and international coercion. The question is, which one will snap first? I'm Ananya Datta. This is Grey Zone. The old enemy has returned to strike Benjamin Netanyahu. Netanyahu versus the Supreme Court is not a new fight. For years, the Israeli Prime Minister has tried to curb the judiciary's power, accusing it of blocking the will of the people. While that's debatable, just before the war, thousands were out in the streets protesting for his resignation over corruption charges, the hearings for which have been cancelled multiple times due to the war. Now, the top court has struck with another case. This time, it's not directed at the Prime Minister, but the entire establishment that stands beneath him, his government. Israel's Supreme Court has ruled that the government of Israel is depriving Palestinian detainees of even a minimum subsistence diet. The hearing came after two rights groups took the issue to court, after which a three-judge panel, which has stayed away from commenting on anything about the military or the government in the last 2 years of the war, gave the rare ruling. Reports suggest there are currently 11,000 Palestinian political prisoners in Israel's jails. Countless prisoners have been released, and most have complained about the brutal conditions in the detention centers, including torture, abuse, starvation, lack of medical attention, overcrowding, and diseases.
I am aware of the price we are paying in the diplomatic and propaganda field for the State of Israel. And the best way to get out of this is, of course, to establish completely new mechanisms, as we talked about. And of course, to end the war as quickly as possible, to end it with the victory that we defined. That is, eliminating Hamas, returning all the hostages, and ensuring that Gaza will not pose a threat to Israel.
This comes on top of everything happening in Tel Aviv. On the streets, thousands have been protesting in favor of bringing back the hostages and against the atrocities in Gaza.
Benjamin Netanyahu have one mandate only: to bring about a comprehensive deal to return all 48 kidnapped women and men and to end this war. Many families received frantic phone calls this week from intelligence officers. Some families were told that the risk level to their loved ones has increased significantly following the operation in Gaza City. The last time families received similar phone calls, it ended with the murder of 6 hostages. Will I too wake up tomorrow morning to the sound of knocking on my door? I want to see alone. I want to hug him. Just like this picture, I want to hug him again, and I want to make sure that he is safe in my arms and that he's safe in this country. And I miss him, I just want to see him.
I am a small part of more than 80% of the Israeli people who wants to bring back the hostages first, and then to continue whatever is needed to do. There is an obligation of this country will sacrifice their citizens on October 7th and Netanyahu Holocaust to bring them back to their home, the alive and the dead to be at their home.
The only ray of optimism came from US President Donald Trump, who said that a ceasefire deal could be coming soon.
You'll be hearing about it pretty soon. We're trying to get it ended, get the hostages back, get it ended. We got them all back, but 20. And as you know, we have 20, plus there are a lot of, unfortunately, dead bodies involved. And they want them back. The parents want them back. So we had some very good discussions. Good things could happen.
Earlier on Sunday, Trump put forward a new proposal to end the war in Gaza, saying that Israel has accepted his terms. And he also warned Hamas of the consequences. The only thing to keep in mind here is that the US president has previously issued similar verbal warnings to Hamas and predicted that the war would end soon. But that obviously hasn't happened. But Netanyahu still holds one card, and that's the military. And past instances show that he tends to use it where pressure is at its peak. By announcing a fresh offensive on Gaza City, he's sending the same message. Experts describe it as a counter-pressure tactic. The subtext is clear: make a deal now or face a bloodier tomorrow. But as we said before, this gamble has its limits. Two years into this war, every front looks exhausted. The battlefield is burning, the courts are intervening, the streets are restless, and the mediators are running out of time. But the real question is, what comes next? The future of this conflict won't be decided by one thing. It will be decided by the intersection of all of these four things. And that intersection is moving closer every single day. The only question left is who crosses it first. This is Grey Zone. Thanks for watching.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the US will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.